I'm using the leftover oil from the eggplant video to make tortilla. And the only ingredients are some sliced potatoes, 6 eggs, I should probably use one less egg, white pepper and salt, and also sliced onions which I had left over in my fridge. And once the oil heats up to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, I just fry them into small batches. And I don't recommend frying a lot of food at once because the oil level will go up and potentially overflow. And also it's hard to maintain high temperature where the water will boil from the food if there's too much food in the pot. And I make sure to thoroughly drain, and I move the food straight into the eggs to warm up the mixture for when I make the omelette. And because I refrigerate my eggs, it's very unlikely I will curdle my egg. And before I put my onion in, I make sure that the oil heats up a little bit. Basically this whole time my heat is on medium heat. And for both the onions and the potatoes, I'm not cooking them until they're brown. I just cook them until they kind of have a shell formed. And once the onions are done, same, just drain very thoroughly. And the biggest difference between not deep frying and frying is that for the deep fried version, it's actually potentially less greasy than pan frying everything like I did in the last video. And unfortunately, I don't have that carbon steel pan anymore, which I always use to make tortilla. So I accidentally overheated my pan for making this omelet, and it was slightly, well, it was overcooked on this side. And once the egg is in the pan, it's a guessing game. If you flip too early, it will just collapse. If you flip too late, it will become too dry, which is what happened to my omelet. And you don't have to use a plate to flip, you could just use a quarter sheet pan or whatever you use to bake. And I spill a bunch of egg everywhere, but it's fine. And even though this side looks really nice, I should have maybe have not cooked the other side at all and just flipped the omelet immediately onto the plate. And there's a paper towel, noticeable paper towel in the shot, but I cut it into 4 pieces, and it's a pretty sizable meal. I mean, it's eggs, potatoes, and onions, so even if you mess it up, it'll taste good. Anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble, and have a nice rest of your day.